Yeah.
If the beat live, you know Lil Ju made it. Bitch, I'm a problem, nobody solving. You can keep hating, I'm popping regardless.
This is a video where you see my gashes and scars on my arm. Karma will get you, is what I'm going to say. It's going to get you. When you do stuff to people and you just linger on with your life like you cannot be touched. Yeah, I'm not going to hurt you because you probably a punk and you probably call the cops. But I'll let karma eat you alive. Karma gonna get you. So, her mom was trying to take up for her on the situation, and they were trying to figure out what I did. Was I in a vegetative state, like I'm never coming back, or what's up? I was already woke by then. I was on the tubes from 2:30 in the morning to 10:30. My mom was talking to them after the fact, and my mom was making it as if like I was about to die or I was still in a vegetative state or something like that. Because she wanted to see how they would react. Who would tell the truth? Who would bust under pressure? And the friends were busting under pressure. And listen, my friend / cousin, nobody contacted me until 6 o'clock in the morning. I was found at 2:30 in the morning in the woods face down. So they went and partied. Okay, they went and parlayed at that party. They went out to eat at Denny's. And the only person that called me was a friend that was close to me at the time, and he knew her. I guess he must have ran into me. She lied to him and told him that I was somewhere in the party. First of all, rule number one, if we come together, we stick together, and we supposed to leave together. That's number one rule. But that's not what happened. They went in that party by their damn self and left me out there to die. So this is where I'm not understanding. Y'all not real riders. Y'all not real friends. Y'all don't really care about nobody. And if it come down to it, if somebody had to fight, y'all probably was some punks. Because how do you leave me outside? You go party and you go eat. Not to mention, not only did you eat, you went to a car show with your family and you didn't even bother trying to hit me up. So when you seen I was on Snapchat and Instagram, she seen that I had came home because she was watching my snaps. But she blocked me halfway on Snapchat. Like, basically, you could block the person from seeing your post, but you could watch their post. That's what she did on both Snapchat and Instagram. And I was peeping game because I had family members that was friends with her, too. And she was just all living her life all on Instagram at a car show. Like I said, she did not call me or text me until 6 in the morning, 6:30 to be exact. Y'all did y'all turning up. Y'all did y'all sobering up. Y'all did everything that y'all needed to do. But check on me. That makes no sense. So, that was already enough for me right there. Because her mom told all her business about where she was at, what she did. And she did too. And I'm just like, yo, you really a narcissistic individual. Because how do you not go try to look for me? Or is that party, is being in dudes' faces that important? That you just don't feel the need to check up on me? That makes no sense. Hey. So, after like my friend from out of town posted about me being in the hospital and getting well soon, whatever, back to the guy now. The guy that I ran into with. I'm going to just say his name is Jay. We went back and forth inboxing because I'm trying to figure out like what the fuck, like what happened. I think he inboxed me first and we went back and forth and we were like we ended up exchanging numbers and we talked because I felt more comfortable like believing him than I did with them because they were giving me 3 different stories and he was calling BS. Star. So we talked for like almost an hour, I think, and he told me like, hey, yeah, you know, we seen each other, but you was a little, I think he said I was a little off, but not like a drunk off, like something was wrong with me, which, yeah, because I was going through hypothermic shock, because I, like, when you drinking, you should not be out in the cold, okay? That's where I messed up at. Not even so much it's just, that just wasn't, nobody didn't really tell me the actual arrangements that we was going to have to be outside waiting. So he told them, like, yo, y'all don't know, like, her mom or something? Like, ain't y'all family? You can't take her back home? Crazy thing is, we was 5 minutes away from the hospital. Literally, Niagara Falls Memorial Hospital sits, everything is right there. It's like the casino, wherever that place at was, like, right around the corner. I could literally, where my room was at in the hospital, I could see the Niagara Falls. I could see the casino. I could see all that stuff. So yeah, he was telling me how, like, he was asking, like, why nobody try to, like, make sure I was good. So he told me that she did not want to make sure I was good, or she did not want me to go lay in the car because she didn't want me to go throw up in her car. Girl, I got money to go take you to go get your car detailed. Is you okay? Yeah, I understand you don't want the stench. That's cool, fine and dandy. But you would rather risk a life and possibly you getting in trouble for a car smell? That's what he said. She kept tripping about, oh, she's gonna throw up my car. So they tried to put. He said they tried to put me in the back seat, and I wasn't trying to go. Like she didn't really want me to neither. So she went in the back of the trunk, opened up the bottle of water because I wasn't really. Supposedly, they claimed one of them. They claimed that I was trying to, like, not be dealing with them. Like I was trying to move away from them. Like they claim I was trying to fight them. I'm never a type of person to fight. Now, I don't know how your body react during fight or flight, like, beforehand. Like, I don't know, was I transitioning into, like, that coma state? I'm not really sure. But she took the bottle of water out of her car, wet me, drenched me. Why would you wet me with water and it's cold? It's the dead of winter. It don't make sense. What is water going to do? Wake me up? No, it's going to make my body react by doing fight or flight. I'm going to either fight or leave. And I ran off. So I said I fell and I ran off. He said I fell, I ran off, which explains the dirt spots on me. So they did not come looking for me. They went the opposite way. What I was told, they went the opposite way. While I'm this way in the woods somewhere. Cool. In the woods. So he said that when he followed them to go towards the, like, building, because he was drinking too, he hadn't thought nothing of it. I guess, like, I don't know if it was like a wait time, was they in line still, or they got in, I don't know. But he said he seen ambulance into the distance. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy, because yeah, that was me. That was the ambulance coming to get me. That's exactly what happened. And that's how I ended up waking up in the hospital. So I couldn't believe, like, you know, nobody tried to contact me. You would go that far by deleting or blocking me halfway on Snapchat and Instagram. You see my stories, but I can't see what you posting. You would go that far and do something like that? That's just petty to me. Like, that makes no sense. That means you have no care for, like, you know, human life. Like, you don't care about people. You just care about being in dudes' faces and partying. Like, that's all you care about. And that's just really sickening. Like, you have to watch who you call friend, because people are not your friends. Like, and even if, like, you gotta deal with them with family, they're not your friends. They're not your family. People don't care about you. You gotta watch yourself. You gotta watch your drink intake. You gotta watch who you're around. Because literally, people are always for self. I'm not saying everybody is, but in this situation, people was for themselves. And they couldn't even come to terms about telling the truth. And you know what? I didn't care, because I let karma eat them up. Because karma is real, whether anybody believe it or not. Karma is definitely real. And a lot of stuff was happening that leads me to believe that karma is real, that I won't say. But just know that karma hits your family, not just you. It can hit your kids, your mother, your grandmother, your dad, sister, aunt, uncle. It can hit whoever it want to hit. So you need to be careful on what you do to people or how you treat people, because it could be you next. So yeah, even after I see counseling though, the situation still bothered me. And so I would see this girl in passing, and we would be at the same clubs, but she would get the fuck out of my way because she knew. Well, nobody really knows how I react, but she just fucking knew that I was not with none of that bullshit. I was not. I'm sorry, but I just wasn't. You know. It's a no. So I'm talking about the one particular day when we were in the club, and like there was stuff that happened before this particular day, but I was just on shit, okay? I was on straight shit. It was 2 times I was on shit with this girl, but this first day I was on shit. I ran into her in the club, and she would act like she seen a ghost, or she would try, like I said, she would try to get out my way because she fucking knew that I was on shit. So okay, yeah, I was leaving out the club. The club was boring this day. It's like a popular club. It's closed now. It was boring as hell this day, and she was coming in with some people. And me and my friend, we were already drinking that night. Like we pre-gamed before we came into that club. But when we seen that it was boring, we left, and we were trying to leave to go into another club, and she ran into me. And we literally walked right into each other. And she was like, "Oh, hi, cousin." I was like, "Bitch, what? No, ain't none of that. Like, bitch, what's good? Like, what's up? What's up?" Literally, I said, "Bitch, what's good?" Like, what did you, oh, hi, cousin, and me for? No, what's good with you? She didn't want no smoke with me. She got clean about my way. She was like, I'm like, girl, you bigger than me. You way thicker than me. I'm like this tall. You like up here. And you just did that? I mean, but she has always been a punk, so I'm not really surprised that she was scared. Maybe it was the way I came off. I was like, "What's good?" In the club. "What's good?" You gotta hold on. So, literally, it was just 2 of us, me and one of my old friends. And it was like a bunch of people with her. So that's why I was not understanding, like, yo, even if you was a punk, it be punks that be really trying to pretend like they about that life. And she was not about that life. So she really got out my way. So that's what made it funny. So then in another situation, we were in the club. I was in the club with a different friend. And I was on shit with her. Like, on straight piss. And I'm just like, yo, she keeps staring at me. Like, what's up with you? So I walked up to her, and my friend was like, yo, chill. Like, dude. So I'm like, yo, what's up with you? Why you staring at me? Why you keep looking over here? Like, do you have something to say? So I don't know. I think I lost it. Like, they say you really don't know how you will react when you get around people that have done something to you. And yeah, I think that day I really just was on shit with her. Like, I was ready to beat her. And that really wasn't something that I wanted to think about doing. Because like I said, I let karma eat her alive. And it was doing a damn good job of eating her alive. So the lady, I made her apologize. I mean, it probably wasn't a genuine apology, but she really just like listened to everything I said. So I'm like, yo, like, like I said, I'm like, why you keep staring at me? Like, what's up? You want to talk to me or something? You got something to say? Like, what's up? She's like, oh, I've been wanting to say something to you. I'll be seeing you. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. What's up? I said, you really should be apologizing, because what you did was dead wrong. Like, I could have lost my life. Okay, I was in a coma. I'm traumatized. Like, I said, yo, you didn't even reach out. Like, you didn't even like hit my family members up, and it don't matter. Like, we got the same family members, and we like this. Like, come on now. You did not hit my family members up. You went on about your life, and you went and finished partying. You went to go eat. You went to a car show. You did not bother trying to sit up there and be concerned about, how I was. Like, I invited you to my baby shower. Like, what? We were talking, like, towards when I had my daughter in 2014, we were kind of close. Like, okay, I was trying to, like, know stuff about her. Like, who she was having her child by, how she was feeling, and how pregnancy was going along. Stuff like that. Because, like, I am kind of, like, supportive in that way. Even though we weren't, like, I wouldn't let her physically, like, know about what was going on with me. But, we did talk. So that's all I'm saying. Like, that bothered me that you just felt like you just didn't have to say nothing to me. Like, you just was like, oh, well, shit, whatever. I'm gonna go live my life, do whatever the fuck I want. No, you can't. And so she apologized, but I summed it up, and me and my mom summed it up as it wasn't really a genuine apology, because it wasn't. Why I'm bullying you? I'm not even really so much bullying you. I run into you because you keep staring at me. I'm asking you what's up, and you have nothing to say. Like, she was stuttering. Okay, the girl was stuttering. Like, like I said, every time she seen me, it was as if she seen a ghost. And I'm glad I put that impression on you. I'm glad that you feel like you see a ghost, because I want you to remember every time you see my face what you did. I want you to think about, oh, the last time I talked to her, the last time I was with her was when the day she almost died, and I did not check up on her. I want you to feel really bad inside. I want you to know, like, that was dead ass wrong. But you know, some people don't have that. Some people just, like I said, they're narcissistic. They don't have that thought process. They don't have that common sense. They don't have that feeling in their body of having sympathy or feeling like they did something wrong that they should be apologizing. People don't have that because they just be floating with life. They do whatever the fuck they want to do, and no good comes to a person like that. And that is why those are the people that suffer. But I finally talked about it. I thought I needed to clear that out my head. It'll always be there, but it's just the point. Like, I never really touched on it. Like, and this is why I am how I am with friendships and relationships with people. Like, I move funny with people. Like, I don't really like to open up with people, because I feel like that traumatizing situation has caused me to, like, have my guards up with people. And, like, I mean, there's been a host of things that has happened that made me feel that way too, but that was just the start of it. Like, that just made me be like, yeah, you cannot trust people like that. How people could trust you and they know that you are good, like they're in good hands when they with you. You should never expect that back from another person, other people, because they don't care. But people always ask me, like, oh, why does she dress like this and act like this? Oh, you have this F-you attitude, and I come off as mean and blah, blah, blah. I'm really a nice person once you get to know me. Even on a business level, I'm a really awesome person. But when stuff like that has happened to me, that did cause me to change up my persona. I'm never going to stop with this I don't give a fuck attitude, because I don't give a fuck. But when you do stuff like that to me, that's why. But okay, that was my story time. I'm out of here. I thought I'd just, put that out there, because I never really touched on it, and it's been, what, let's see, 4 years? 3 years? 18, 19, 20? Yeah. 3 years. And I thought I'd give the raw and quick other sides of people's story. Mentally, okay, I'm going to put that out there. You do hear voices when you're in a coma. You cannot see faces. You do hear voices. And I have had a dream about me laying in the bed getting gurneyed into the emergency doors where I couldn't see faces. They were black faces hovering over me, but not even black. Like, they were like white people, but they were like, their faces were blurred out. And I could see the light above me. I don't know if it was like the lights from like the hospitals, or if I felt like it was God. I don't know. But it was like I was in a rough sleep. I lost sensitivity. I got cold. I was already anemic, but I had a disease called Raynaud's disease, where your fingertips get cold. My fingers, it has gotten better, but over the years, my fingertips turn purple and blue when I'm cold. And it could just be regular day. My fingers was getting cold. I had to go get checkups, like, frequently at the doctor's. They had to evaluate me a few times, like, to see how I was doing, how I was feeling, and stuff like that. That really was a lot. And nobody talks about that. Mentally, I was suffering. And I was trying everything in my power to stop mentally suffering, because that really bothered me. I cried a lot, like a whole lot. Holidays, I cried. My birthday, I cried. took me a long ass time to stop crying because I was just like, yo, I could have died. Like, I'll be like, I mean, like, boo-hoo, crying ass tears. That's how bad I was traumatized by that situation. I would go out of town and I couldn't go by myself because my family wouldn't allow me to. Shit, I didn't even want to, for real, for real. I was just scared. Like, my guard was up. I was just like, yo, I can't do this. And I was like, it took me a while to travel by myself again. I mean, even now, I'm grown-er. And, you know, I still tell my family, like, hey, I'm going XYZ, blah, blah, blah. Because it still haunts me till this day to know that I was incubated on a life support with tubes on me and they were trying to bring me back to life. So fucked up. But I mean, that's just a little piece of us in life that makes you unique when you could tell your story to people. I mean, if there's anything that y'all want to know that I did not touch on, if anybody wants me to touch on the mental part a little bit more, or the lucid dreams of seeing people's faces, or like actually being in the coma but you're hearing voices but you don't see people. And like that dream came after, a couple months after, like me actually dreaming of myself getting gurneyed into the hospital. That dream came after the coma, and that jacked me up really badly. And I still did not seek help after that. It took, like I said, it took me a while to seek help. I was scared, deeply scared. I don't know, I just didn't want to talk about it. Like, I definitely cried that first year, and I was just like, oh my God, this has to stop. Mentally, it was depressing. And then, like, sometimes I would get triggered. That's why I would, like, approach her. I would get triggered by, like, what happened to me in the past. And I would say something to her. And then it's like, I'm like, oh, shit. Don't bring that crazy side out. Because I don't know what you gonna do. And I was doing shit, but I wasn't really sure how far it was going. But we're human. And that's what happens. But I hope y'all enjoyed my story. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me. I don't have a problem with answering any questions. Anything you want to know. Peace out.